Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Afternoon. The sun's out, which is nice because it wasn't this morning. And we're just heading off.
Mom, I need you to give me a drum jumper. Just to make one of those. That's mine. One
What does that mean? You're waving.
Got two faces. Baby. Baby boy. Camera debuts. Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
She's Omi's greatest friend. Did you know that? We used to play together. When your daddy was your size. That was once.
In the bar?
Doesn't quite take that.
Yes,
The four of you in the bath, yes.
Stupid question.
So that was a good nephew and baby Phil Sunday. Heading home now. This is Rickmansworth Station. And I have a splitting headache and I'm exhausted. And despite the fact it's only 8:30, I reckon I could go to sleep right now. But I best not, because otherwise I'll end up in Aldgate and you don't want to be there. Happy Monday. Had to think about that for a moment. Monday, yes. Not the happy Mondays, just happy Monday. Big problems. Can't find one of my red polo neck shirts. Terrible. I've got two. And obviously, only having one, that's a complete disaster. Which I'll get back to later, because it's time to buy some lunch. Now, because we're going on holiday on Saturday, we are having 2 veggie days this week. Because having a veggie day in Switzerland is like telling the locals that you don't like chocolate. Highly ill-advised. So yeah, today and Thursday will be veggie days. And I've made a right tangle of these bags. Okay, so that's where we're up to today. So might try and get out this afternoon, do some work in Kew Gardens. It's a bit grey, but it's it's pleasant enough, all things considered. Welcome to a car park in Basingstoke. Yes, it has got that exciting. We're here to see Rick Simmonds. He lives in a car park in Basingstoke. He lives in he works downstairs in the Breeze, which is in Festival Place here somewhere. In fact, that white car in the distance is one of theirs.
If you tune in, you feel good.
Yeah, apparently. Or rather, if you tune in, then Rick will feel good because he'll have more listeners. Where are we going? There's no exit signs. I don't know that you're supposed to leave. Okay. I'll update you when we find Rick Simmonds. Radio stations of the world.
Do you want to see Selector 15.3?
They've got it. I saw it. It's in Hart. It was there when we were there last week.
But have they got this? Have they got it where they can see all the individual ad breaks?
Probably not. To be honest, Nick didn't even know that he had it. And I went, look, you've got a new version of RCS. And he went, is it? I was like, oh, God, help us.
I can't. I've got to give you this fine.
Sunny evening in Basingstoke. Centre of the universe. Just had a bit of dinner in the Red Lion. And now there's financial negotiations happening.
I'm trying to...
Agreed.
I feel like I'm definitely trying to offer you 25 quid.
Guess who's just got the high-powered job? Yeah, that's true.
So
It was fun seeing the old Rick Simmonds yesterday. Kind of doing what he always does, only in a new environment. So that was cool. Plus Basingstoke. It's my first time ever in Basingstoke. How exciting. It was, it's a new town and it looks like it. Some parts of that means it's fantastic and new and clean, and other parts mean that you can't tell it from any other new town. You wouldn't know you're in Basingstoke. There's nothing particularly distinct. Except for the fascinating gathering of, I'm going to be nice and say, youthful car enthusiasts in the car park as we were leaving. Yeah, that was Fast and Furious Basingstoke edition. Awesome. Anyway, it's Wednesday and I'm off to the office to do some work. You may have been naming and shaming hoarders. Let me actually show you. See, it's pretty bad, isn't it? It's when it actually gets into the porch, because the whole house is full, you know you're in trouble. Have I ever showed you the one by Kew Station that I've walked past for 4 years and is still for sale because it has a tractor and an old car in the front porch? And every single house, if you look at it online, is every single room, in the house is filled with other different types of crap, like binders full of paper filling up a whole room and like dolls filling up another. It's just mental. Don't know if I showed you the most remote bench in Kew. So if you go out the back of the glade and into this laurel forest, and it is a bit of a mess. There's a bench here in the middle of, literally in the middle of nowhere. I can only presume that people who work in the gardens use this space, because I've never seen anyone else in here. And it looks like it gets pruned, and like somebody's done that. There's people in here at some times, clearly doing something. But anyway, yeah, this is probably the least used part of Kew Gardens. I'm pretty sure that most people just don't even know it exists. But it does. It's right here. Now, I don't think I've covered these before, but around Kew Gardens there's a few of these. They're blocks, they're demarcation blocks, and they usually have on them initials, though these ones are probably very heavily faded. Yes, you can't see them easily. But there's a few of them. There's another one that I know of at the eastern end of the lake, and what they are is they're old demarcation blocks for the old people who used to own this land before it was botanical gardens. So it's the initials of their owner, so that was where their boundaries would have been, and they've stayed even though the gardens have come up. Big Show cocktail.
Hang on.
It's a Hendrick's gin and tonic.
No, you go. Oh, you look sexy actually. That's weird.
It's just the lighting. Good morning. My phone battery died yesterday. It's too much filming in the big show. It's just too big and just used up all the battery. So it's Thursday. It's another veggie day, so that we don't have to do any in Switzerland. And yes, the Switzerland countdown has officially begun. So 2 days. Who's counting? And I'm really hungry and I've got nothing to eat, so I'm having to go to M&S to buy breakfast. So that's fun. So then it's incredibly humid. It's just rained. Seems to be doing that a little bit more now. Damn August. Bring back June, that was awesome. Where can I move where it's always June? I have to think about that. Anyway, so in what might be described as the least exciting Top Gear challenge ever, me and Crystal are meeting my parents in Switzerland on Saturday at 5 o'clock or thereabouts. Now, they left in a car this morning to go via road and hotels to stop twice and the shuttle and all that. And they should arrive at the chalet at almost exactly 5 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Now we leave by plane on Saturday morning. So I get 2 days to do nothing. And then we arrive at almost exactly 5 PM on Saturday afternoon, but who will win? And more importantly, does anyone care? Now it's 4:30 on a Thursday, and you will notice that apart from the people who've just walked past me, really isn't a lot. Is there some people there? No. What about there? No. There, no. There's no people. That's my point. There's like the last dregs of everyone who came in this morning. They all kind of go home at about 4 o'clock. And plus there was a rainstorm and it lasted a whole 2 minutes and they all ran. It's great. Another good time to come in. Late afternoon, about 2 hours before it closes. There's a local dragonfly. He's really big, so he doesn't want to get too close, which is a shame. It's my friend again. Welcome to Friday, the last day of my terrible hair, the last day before we go on holiday. We've tried to be eating everything we've got left. So last couple of things we actually have are burgers, which is excellent. So I'm just going to go and buy some buns. That is Friday's day, and then tidy the place because I don't want to come back to a complete tip. And then I feel like I've achieved something this week, which will be nice. So then we're packed. We've tidied the flat, nearly ready to go to bed. It's almost there, so that seems as good a time as any to call it a night. So I will see you again very shortly, and I will be looking very, very tired on the way to a train station. Au revoir.